Good evening, and welcome to the board meeting for Monday, December the 12th, 2022. This is our regular board meeting. It's an in-person public participation and can be viewed live stream on YouTube. The link is posted on our district website. We have call to order. We're going to have our roll call. Piles is excused. Evans, excused. Terrell,
Present.
Bergeron. Wester is present. Judy Kennard is on her way. We have. Meeting is called to order at 6:04. We can go through our FYIs and our spotlight. Thank you. First on our agenda, we're going to have we're going to do our Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We're going to go to item number 3, which is our student spotlight. We're congratulating our RSC students for an awesome fall season. So I'm going to bring up our AD, Mr. Darren Keskes.
President Wester, board members, thank you. Everyone else is gone, so thanks for everyone for joining us today. Just a few highlights. Our fall season made it through, pretty successful. We had some all-league honorees as well as some other things. So first I'm going to introduce our swimmer that made all Western Wayne Athletic Conference, Zuri Studstill. She's here. Go ahead and stand up. And Coach McTaw has done a real nice job of starting our program up with the girls and with the boys this year. We've got a pretty decent number of boys that are competing now, and so we're excited about that. Another opportunity for our kids to get involved and also to use our pool. So for volleyball, we have 2 all-league, Amari Weston and Leah Burks. And again, Coach Miller with our volleyball program, she got put in a spot. She was the only coach in our high school program. She lost a couple assistants right as the season was starting. So she was handling the JV and varsity squad, and the girls did a real nice job all season and finished top half of the league. And so that was good. And so we're already building her staff for next year at this point for moving forward so we can get going early with off-season stuff. So our football players, our Western Wayne All-League, Myleek Lee and Andre Grissom. And then also, Andre Grissom was awarded Division IV All-Region Defense. So that was really good. We had Justin Davis that was invited to play in the Legacy All-Star game, which was Thanksgiving weekend. And so that was a nice thing. And Andre Grissom was also invited to play in the Blue-Gray All-American Bowl, which is down in Dallas, Texas. I'm not sure if he's going or not, but he did get that invitation, which was is another nice feather in our cap. And also, as a testament to what Coach Searcy and his staff has done this season in terms of not only coaching and molding our athletes, he's molding our student athletes. We had 2 Michigan High School Football Coaches Association academic all-state players, Shannon Brown and Elijah Searcy.
Stand up. When your names are called, stand up so
Yeah,
people can
so people know
recognize you. Stand up.
Those are big things. Those are big things. And while I'm up here, I also want to thank our booster club, Mr. Williams, Mr. Walker, for working all the football games, announcing and doing all that. The folks that sat at the entrance gates and helped us out with admissions, our transportation folks, and Bill Garland and all his gang and his crew. Anytime I needed something or needed some help with something, everyone was really on board to, get to where we need to get to. So, because it's all trying to get the best experience for our kids and things like that. So I really appreciate everyone. Winter sports are underway, so all starting all over again with basketball and wrestling and boys swim. So looking forward to being back here with some more all league and hopefully all state and all region and academic hopefully awardees after our winter season. So thank you, and thank you guys for your support in terms of supporting our athletic program here.
Thank you. Can we have all of our athletes stand up? Stand up. We are so, so proud of you. So proud of what you all have done during your careers here at Romulus. So proud. You keep up the good work as you continue to move forward. Make your parents proud. You make the district proud. But most importantly, you make yourself proud.
Yes.
Most importantly, you're doing it for you. Not dad, not mom. You're doing it for you to get you to that next level. So very proud of you. Any comments from our board members?
Pretty much the same sentiment. Congratulations. We are proud of you, and you do represent the district, so it's a good thing. And just keep going forward with all of your dreams and goals, developing your skills, and just getting out there representing yourself as well. Congratulations.
Mr. Bergeron, do you have anything you'd like to say?
Same thing, congratulations. I've been there, my son was a second team state of Michigan quarterback for Romulus back in a long time ago. So anyway, I know how hard you work and keep it up. The future's bright.
Let me get a picture.
If we can have our athletes that are present come up here and parents can take a picture, with our director of K-12 and our board, Board member, would you like to get up so we can go take a picture? Thank you. Thank you again, parents, for supporting your children, for bringing them out tonight. Just remembering that, that's our future, and we have to show them that support,
Yes.
the support and love. Thank you again. Keep up the good work. Next on our agenda, we're going to go back up to the acceptance of the agenda. Move that the Board of Education accepts the meeting agenda as presented. Is there support?
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
It was motioned by Wester, supported by Terrell, and all was in favor. Next on our agenda is board member recognition. As we know, after the election on November the 8th, this was the end of a four-year term. We are going to have a new board, pretty much, have a couple of brand-new members coming on. Myself was reelected for another four-year term. Thank you. We also have our newly elected that will be coming on. We have Mr. Darcel Davis that is here with us tonight. We also have Ms. Portia Lester who's here with us tonight. And last but not least, we have our own Paris McCarthy, who's the one unable to be with us tonight. As we talk about recognition, the Romulus Community Schools Board of Education proudly recognizes Ms. Denisa Terrell for committed service to the students, staff, parents, and community of our district. Your dedication and passion have made a difference in countless lives. Presented to you this day, December of '22.
Thank you.
You will truly, truly be missed. Take a picture. We want to get a picture. Get your. Romulus Community Schools Board of Education proudly recognizes N. Pete Bergeron for committed service to the students and staff, parents, and community of our district. Your dedication and your passion have made a difference in the countless lives. On this day, December 2022, we recognize you for your hard work as well. And we also have the same award recognition to go out to Ms. Nicole German. She's not available, she's not here tonight, but we will make sure she gets it. Romulus Community School Board of Education proudly recognizes Nicole German for committed service to the students, staff, parents, and the community of our district. Your dedication and passion have been a difference to countless lives. This day, December 22. So we're saying goodbye, but we're not, because we know you're a phone call away. We know you're still going to be here to support our district and our community and our kids. You'll be able to help us from behind the scenes and out there with your voice, still making good decisions and putting our kids first. So we truly, truly appreciate all the work that you have done and will continue to do in our district. Thank you. Can we give them another round of applause? Ms. Kennard, would you like to say something?
Most definitely. I would like to first apologize for my lateness. I had to come across the state, and I had to make that drive across the highway, but I made it here safe. But the board member, trustee Terrell and Bergeron, it has been my great honor, and it has most definitely been a pleasure with working with the both of you on the board. I would like the public to know that each one of us come to the table with different uniqueness, okay? And they most definitely brought that to us with great pride, with great enthusiasm, and in their own way. And so I wish you best wishes. I know this will not be the last time that we cross our paths, and I hope to see you in whatever you do in the community. And so, once again, thank you very much for the services that you have provided, and it was my pleasure in working with you. Thank you.
And next on our agenda is public comment. Do we have any other public comment sheets for anyone that wants to speak this evening? You can bring it up, please. Thank you. We have Ms. Sarah Carter. Push the button.
Okay. All right, Sarah Carter, Romulus Education Association President. Good evening. I just wanted to take the time to thank Ms. Terrell and Mr. Bergeron for your commitment and years of service to the students, families, and staff at Romulus Community Schools. You have had to make very tough decisions, and you have devoted, which I know firsthand, countless hours to ensure that the best decisions are being made for the students, families, and staff. And I know it has not been easy. It's been challenging, and it has taken a lot of your personal time, sweat, and tears. On behalf of the Romulus Education Association, we wish you the very best moving forward. And again, we thank you for your dedication to Romulus Community Schools. Thank you both.
Yep. No. Yes. Where's it? The other young lady can come up as well to get in that picture. Move your flower over. Put it over on this side. There we go. There you go. Thank you. Thank you. And next we have Ms. Rita Hampton. You got to push it up.
Before I start my public comment, don't count my 3 minutes, okay, please? Madam President, please don't count my 3 minutes. Please don't count it. I want to say that Denisa and Mr. Bergeron and Denisa Terrell, I want to thank you so much for tolerating me. Don't like my questions, but you did the best you could, and I appreciate that. And you could have been rude to me and tell me lies, but you never did. And I told Mr. Bergeron the first time I met him, I could tell you had a good heart.
it was in the right place. I told Denisa a couple of weeks ago, my mother would love her because she is the daughter that I'm not. She's polite, she's got kindness, and she says nice things, and her face doesn't show it. Everything, you can tell on my face where I'm coming from. I'm gonna miss you both, and I know it was hard, I know it was difficult, but you hung in there, and with that voice, both of you with passion of doing the right thing. And that's all I ask for when we're dealing with kids. Do the right thing. It's not always the best thing, but it usually is the right thing for what's good for Romulus. So I thank you very much. And thank you. I'm going to miss you. But I'll be around. Now, my public comment starts now. I just want to say one thing, and I'm going to talk about fairness. See, you know, I had been asking, and you all know, my first comment out of my mouth, where's Dr. Ben and why isn't he back and why was he fired? People never give the right answer. They want to say ho and hum, and I'm not going for that. However, you walked him out of here. He left on September 27th, and on December 29th, he was fired 2022. Last board meeting, we talked about something about embezzlement, and it was turned over to the police. I want to say the same thing should happen to those board members, or lack thereof, one or two, whoever it is. If they're going to sit here, Dr. Ben was not, it was implied that he had improperly handled finances, not getting 3 bids and not doing this. However, he had to leave until a comprehensive audit was done and completed. Well, until the embezzlement, whatever it is, I don't think board members should be on the board, whoever they are, deciding decisions of finances, deciding decisions about what's going to happen in our district. And that's all I want to say. And I proceed, I always say, people who don't show up is the people who are guilty. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Hampton.
You're welcome.
Excuse me one moment. Our next item is our consent agenda. Matters listed under the consent agenda are considered routine in nature by the Board of Education and will be acted upon by one motion. There will be no separate discussion on these items. If any member of the board or citizen requests discussion of an item, that item will be removed from the consent agenda and will become the first item of business under the report of the superintendent portion. Your support. Where's the, I'm sorry. Approval of the minutes for the Board of Education, November 28th regular meeting and the 28th closed session. Approval of the bills for payment as submitted by Business Manager Sarah Kahn in the amount of $1,250,105.74. And C, approval of the personnel actions as submitted by Human Resource Director Dan Scott. Employment of Janika Cheatham, third person at GSRP, effective 12/12. Kelsey Crank, General Education Paraprofessional at Romulus Elementary, effective 12/12/22. Brianna Greer, third person of GSRP, effective 12/12/22. Tamika Lee, third person at GSRP, effective 12/12. Tiffany Miles, general education paraprofessional at Barth Elementary, effective 12/12/22. Move that the Board of Education approve the consent agenda as approved. Motion by Wester, supported by Terrell. Roll call vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Consent agenda has been approved. Yes. Okay. Okay, you can just let me know which ones, and we can bring them in. Okay. We have Coach Miller here. Since Mr. Keskis is already gone, if you would like to speak to your two athletes here, it'd be greatly appreciated so that they can be recognized. Okay. Push the button up.
Hello, okay. All right, so the two players that I selected to get the All Conference Award this year also won it last year, fun fact. So both of these players, as soon as they hit this volleyball court, they are all about the leadership. They are both captains, and they are both have amazing spirits and grit and just hold everything together, and they're just seniors in high school. They help out after school, their grades are good, and they have beautiful attitudes, beautiful smiles. And they really made the season worth coaching and have determination that I've never seen before. Like, they throw their bodies on the ground. It ain't nothing for them to get a ball. Like, their hustle is unmatched, and their love for the sport shows each and every moment I see them. So that is why I selected to honor them with this award.
Ladies, we are so, so proud of you for being, your student athletes, your seniors, you're working hard, you're setting the example for those younger underclassmen up under you of what it takes to work hard, the grit, and to keep your grades up. Very, very important. I'm gonna tell you, just like I told the students earlier, you're doing it for yourself. This is not for mom and dad, this is for you to become the best that you can be and to succeed, and for your fellow classmates to share in that and see you and respect you for what you do. The hard work is greatly appreciated. Very, very proud of you all for all the work that you have done. Can we give our athletes a round of applause, please? Mr. Garland, if you can come up so we can get a picture like we did earlier. You're gonna turn around the face. That way the parent- come on, please. The parent can get a picture, please. Thank you to the moms for bringing the girls out tonight. Thank you. Keep up the good work. So we are going to skip item 7 since our interim superintendent is out ill tonight. We are actually going to go to it's the new item 8, report of the finance office. Mr. Scott is going to come up and talk about the FYI for the E-rate.
RISA had reached out to us concerning the E-rate for the school year, and so we signed the agreement like we have done in the past with them. They are assisting us. And the E-rate, as you probably know, is a way for us to be able to get electronic, a variety of things having to do with our network at a price that is saving us all money. And it's quite a bit in comparison to what you would normally get if you just went directly to suppliers. So we have signed that with RISA, and they're assisting us with it. Okay.
There is an action item for the resolution to reaffirm the summer property tax collection. Would someone like to read that, please?
Madam President, move that the Board of Education adopt a resolution to reaffirm summer property tax collection. The rationale is on our MCL 380.1613, which states by adoption of the resolution of its boards before February the 1st, 1983, or before January 1 in any year thereafter, a school district or intermediate school district may determine to impose a summer property tax levy. The district should adopt a summer tax resolution as required by law. The presented resolution is for board consideration. This information was provided by Shelby Fryer and Brian Leffler, Managing Director of Public Finance at R.W. Byrd Financial. The board has in the package the budget implications as the general fund. We have in front of us the resolution to affirm along with the revised school code number 380.1613.
Support. This motion by Kennard, supported by Terrell. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion is approved. We have the report of the manager of operations. A is FYI for the bus loop at the middle school.
Good evening, Board.
Good evening.
I'm happy to report on FYI for the bus loop at the middle school. The work on the first stage is completed. We have the first course of blacktop down. All of our sidewalks have been replaced along that entire bus loop. It looks amazing. You will probably get some calls. Does it look like it's done? But there's a second course that will go on at the finish of the project to make it one solid piece that goes all the way behind Wick Elementary with their new parent drop-off. Also, along with that, the first stage of the storm tech is done. That's what held up the project and was required by the Wayne County Drain Commission. And that's where you see that nice little berm that we now have in the front of our school. Will prove to be a nice sledding hill for next year, not this year. And then the light updates that you approved, Board, have been done, and all the lights are working now at our middle school.
Thank you. Is there any questions for Mr. Garland regarding this?
Madam President, I don't have a question, but I would like to make a statement. Thank you very much, because we've been getting a lot of, over the years, and particularly when voting about that parking lot and the holes and see and hear that, this is being done and being taken care of. And so thank you very much for that. I don't have any questions. I just wanted to acknowledge the fact it was a long time coming.
So we're grateful to the board for their approval and for the community for approving the sinking fund so we can do repairs like this.
Thank you.
Thank you. Our next item is item B, which is the software proposal. Someone could read that action item, please.
Madam President, move that the Board of Education approve security, no, is that the right one? Security assessment services with Safeware Inc. as per quotation number 1924996 in the amount of $34,329.56. The rationale: the physical security risk assessment is designed to take a deeper look into the client, which in this case would be Romulus Community Schools, security capabilities, and provide a risk analysis based upon their strengths and weaknesses. The software's team of professionals will examine our security posture based upon multiple factors to include but not limited to: number one, infrastructure hardening, technology security capabilities, emergency operation planning, manpower security staffing, staff training, stakeholder coordination, community support, mass notification systems, mental health resources, and programs. At the conclusion of the assessment, Romulus Community Schools will be provided a comprehensive look into our strengths, weaknesses, and be provided a blueprint moving forward with solutions to migrate vulnerabilities. The M6 Global team provides turnkey service to clients should they choose to engage services based upon their team's recommendations. Regarding funding, the grants consultant, Mr. Mark Graham, informed us that we are waiting to hear back from MDE on Section 97 state aid grants. We have requested funds to pay for this, but as of December the 6th, we are waiting for the reply. So the budget implications are OMNIA contracts, grants, if possible, otherwise general fund. The information that the board has in front of us is confidential software quote number 1924996, which expires 1/4/2023.
Is there support?
Support.
It was a motion by Kennard, supported by Terrell. Any discussion?
I have a question, Madam President.
Yes.
So how long would it take, when will we have this information in terms of where the funds actually are going to come from? Because it says here grants, if not, it would come from the general fund. So are we saying that in the future, if this is coming afterwards, whatever the cost is, that it would be reversed back if we use the general fund? I mean, how is that working? Because usually grants have specific specifications as it relates to general fund usage.
Well, we're hoping that that grant that Mark Graham, who is our consultant from Shelby Freier's team, is able to get the approval through the state. That this will be all totally grant funded as part of the Safe Schools Fund Act. If not, it will be general fund, but in my estimation, this will be some of the best money that we will spend, at least in getting the comprehensive look at our schools and where we stand in a security fashion and being safe and moving forward for our staff and students, what we need to do to be compliant with what other districts are doing.
I agree with that, but I'm still, the length of time of what I'm focusing here is that if it's coming out of the general fund, has Shelby approved this as a general fund? If this is a possible situation, did she review this and say and approve that this should be done?
I'm a little confused on the question. Do you mean, do we have the funds to do it?
Yes, do we have the funds in the general fund, and has it been approved from finance that in the event that this may occur, that if this is something that we should be looking into?
Well, it's absolutely something that
I know we should be
it's
doing it.
necessary that
Yeah,
we
it's
do.
necessary.
I hadn't talked to Shelby because we've tried to get this passed earlier. We talked a little bit about G6 coming in and doing this. We also talked to another team a while back. They were significantly higher in cost. This is a consortium price. It's greatly reduced because we're going through a government-approved vendor. So as far as knowing whether Shelby says we have the funds or not. It's not a significant amount as you might think. We're not talking in the hundreds of thousands of dollars here. So I'm not sure how to answer that question any further than that.
Well, we're talking about $34,329.56. And I do know in previous meetings
Yes.
that there was recommendations that's brought forward by the administration. It was defeated
No,
at the status, and so we brought it before, and I believe it was a couple of months or so ago. Was this a different vendor? It was a different vendor, I remember that. And so, and some of the focus and conversation has dealing with the security district-wide. So I'm familiar with that, and I do recall that. So what I'm saying is that if we're going to look at this, and this is saying that it's coming out of general grant funding and general fund in the event that the grant doesn't come through. That's what I hear you saying. That's what the information before us is focusing on, is that I'm quite sure Shelby had to have, or I'm quite sure I don't think that she wouldn't have, but I'm quite sure that she would have looked at our budget and say that this was okay. That's all I'm asking. That Shelby approved this, yes. Okay. Okay, so it's less than what was approved before. Okay, all right, thank you.
Any other discussions? Mr. Bergeron?
Yes.
Terrell?
Yes.
Kennard?
Yes.
Lester is yes. Motion is approved.
thank you, board.
Thank you.
Thank you. Our next one is surplus properties. Would someone like to read that motion, please?
Madam President, recommended motion. Move that the Board of Education declare a surplus the attached list of equipment, supplies, other personal property, afterwards to be auctioned through Bigotry Auction Services as per the presented Internet auction agreement. Listed items are currently located at our Merriman property. The rationale, the listed equipment supplies under personal property cannot be utilized effectively or economically by the district. It is recommended to have these items deemed surplus and that the items be auctioned at a public auction by bigotry.com. Commission rates per lot are listed in the Internet auction agreement. Please refer to the personal bigotry.com documents for additional information regarding the cost. The reference is Board Policy Number 5004 under surplus property. Budget implications is general fund. In our board packet, we have bigotry.com Internet auction agreement. We have the online auction services of 8/10/22, and a list of proposed surplus and auction items located in Merriman. The dated here is 12/6/22. I'm just thinking that's probably when that list was formulated.
Is there support? Is there support?
Support.
Motion by Kennard, supported by Terrell. Is there discussion? Now, Mr. Bergeron.
We're gonna put, what type of equipment do they have over there at Merriman? Is it,
At the microphone.
what type of equipment? What are we talking about?
This is.
Are we talking thousands and thousands of dollars worth of playground equipment, or?
No, this is surplus equipment that's been in the district. It's all end-of-life equipment we don't use any longer. And so they're listed there. Some of them are non-running items. Some of them are items that we've replaced that are no longer. So instead of just coming to board for disposal and of surplus items, we are going to have an online auction with Biddergy. And then they will sell the items, and in it, what they receive is they receive 15% of whatever the cost is, a one-time online fee of $380, and then $2 per lot fees. So if they sell things in lots, like maybe 50 chairs or whatever it might be, that would be a lot. But these are all items that we are no longer utilizing in the district, and we don't have space to store. We took them to Merriman because it's one of our properties. We're looking to sell these properties, and so I was tasked with making sure these items are out of the building. Some of them are from the former individuals who were there, who have just left, went and left the products.
Okay, the way it sounded at first is like we were going over to Merriman and just selling stuff there. And I agree with you, 100 chairs is a lot.
Thank you, Mr. Bergeron. Any other questions or comments?
Madam President, I don't have a question, but for those who are not familiar with this type of auction, I believe this is the kind where they, through the internet, as people, you can auction through, and it's something like that, I've seen on eBay or something like that, where, you know, the highest bidder over a certain period of time or whatever, whoever gets at the time of the thrush, that's the one who wins the bid, and that's the one who gets the item. So we're not directly handling the cash. So I just want to make that clear, that it goes through, it's going to go through a system, okay? And when it goes through that system, then it'll connect to our finance and the finance team. So they're not directly handling that auction, nor are they directly handling the cash, correct?
Correct, and
All
there
right.
will be photos, and anyone can go on the site and see what's available.
Thank you.
So how long is it going to be up, the site? I mean, they're giving us a window, or are they going to give us until everything is gone? Until we say it's over, you know, we're done with it?
No, there is a timeline that we are given. I think what they do is they come in, they take our list, they see the items, they take pictures, they post them, and I believe it's a 2-week window to sell the items. Whatever doesn't sell, well, then we'll have to dispose of.
Okay.
Thank you. Terrell?
Yes.
Bergeron?
Yes.
Kennard?
Yes.
Wester, yes. Motion is approved.
Thank you once again, Board.
Thank you. Next on our agenda is report of subcommittees. And we have no reports. And report of the board president. Would someone like to read the motion, please? Motion that the Board of Education adopt changes to the January 2023 board meeting dates with new dates of Tuesday, January 17th, and Monday, January 30th, 2023, and canceling our January 9th and January 23rd meetings. The rationale, it is requested to adopt a change in our January 2023 board meeting dates, both with 6 p.m. start times, Tuesday, January 17th, and Monday, January the 30th. Approval of these dates would cancel our meetings of January 9th and January 23rd. The change in the meeting dates is requested due to our January 9th being the first day back to school after holiday break. This will allow for the process of preparing for a meeting. And Monday, January 16th is Martin Luther King Day. That's why we chose Tuesday, the 17th. There are 5 Mondays in the month of January, which can facilitate moving our second meeting to January 30th, and our first meeting will be back on schedule at February the 13th. Budget implications are none. Is there support?
Support.
It was motioned by Wester, supported by Terrell. Is there any discussion?
Yes, Madam President. So we're moving the 16th to the 17th, and the 17th Tuesdays are not good days for myself.
Well, Monday the 16th is a holiday. That's why
Right.
we're not going
Yeah,
on that day.
Tuesdays have not ever been.
I understand, but we're trying to change the dates and according to coming off of a holiday for 2 weeks. Otherwise, we have people
Yeah.
working over break.
Yeah, I do know that,
And then we go back to Monday, the 30th.
so that's been always a stipulation.
Duly noted.
Thank you.
Any other discussion? Terrell,
Yes.
Bergeron,
Yes.
Kennard,
No,
Wester is yes, motion fails. Communication from board members?
Madam President?
Yes, Mr. Red.
I just want to say thank you for the acknowledgement. Thank you for the thoughts and well wishes. It has been a great pleasure serving on the school board. I also want to say that the most important piece of all of that we have to look at is our students and our community. And if it's my prayer that people can work together and understand that, you know, I know it's everybody's well-intentioned, but I'm just hoping that things can, people can come together and work for the greater good of the district. Take I out of it and, or my, and more so for us. Let's do it for us, and that's what I hope to see. I will be around, and I just want to share that.
Thank you. Mr. Bergeron?
Yes. On that same note, it's been a challenging period of time for me being on the school board to see when I came in, to see the dissension between board members and to see everything was just scrambled up, okay? And what I hope and pray for this community is that we get this thing back together, because if we don't, you know, we've got 3 or 4 lawsuits out there that is gonna put this school district under. Okay, I'm telling you right now, it's gonna put this district under, and if we don't do something about it, okay, we're gonna be worried about our kids going over to Belleville, to Taylor, to Wayne, the same way that Inkster did. Okay, and we have to do something about it. We have to get these lawsuits settled. We have to put the focus back on the kids. So anyway, I'm passionate about that. My big mouth is gonna continue to come up here and be a part of this, because I don't wanna see this community fail. And if we don't do something to change this attitude in this community, we're gonna fail. So anyway, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bergeron. Ms. Kennard?
nothing.
I piggyback off of my colleagues here. The kids, this is all about the kids. The kids have to be first. I comes out. This is a team, there's no I in team. We work as a unit. We have to agree to disagree. We have to make sacrifices. We have to work around our schedules. Done it forever. Just remembering what we are here for, who we were elected by, who we are serving, our community. It was so nice to see our kids come out, our athletes,
Yes.
academic athletes. Not just an athlete, but their academics are there as well. RCS, Romulus Community Schools. We have everything that our students need here in this district. We just got to come together as one. We have to come together as one, or we won't have anything. We won't. We'll be looking just like Inkster, wondering why our kids went over here. We're paying taxes. Remember, we're in the holiday season now. It's time to give and not always have our hand out to get and not be looking for anything in return. The return in investments is when our kids graduate and they come back and want to serve. We have Darcel, we have Portia, we have Paris, graduates of this community that came back to give back to their community. They are here for our kids. So I just want to thank everyone for coming out. We're getting ready to go into closed session, so hopefully you're here. But if not, I wish you all a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. And we can start this ball rolling and move this district forward. So can I get a motion to go into closed session?
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. We're going into closed session at 7 o'clock. Have a motion to come back from closed session.
Support.
This motion by Wester, supported by Kennard. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion is approved. Can someone read the action item, please?
Madam President, the recommended motion move that the Board of Education approve the master agreement between the district and the American Federation of State, County, and Municipal Employees, which is AFSCME Local 64, which is our custodial maintenance, effective upon ratification through June 3rd of 2024. The rationale is expected AFSCME Local 64 custodial maintenance ratification date, afternoon of Monday, December 12th, 2022. A tentative agreement, TA, has been reached between the district and AFSCME Local 64 custodial maintenance on a new master agreement. The tentative agreement is effective July 1, 2022 to June 30th, 2024. This master agreement shall take effect upon its execution by both parties. The budget implications is general fund. The board members have in front of us the confidential information with the TI master agreement, the AFSCME Council 25 and Local 64 custodial and maintenance.
Is there support?
Support.
Motion by Kennard, supported by Terrell. Any discussion? Bergeron? Terrell?
Yes.
Kennard?
Yes, I just want to, make a statement and say that the board had previously approved the information pertaining to the salary prior to this meeting, so this is just for the language and for the contract. Yes.
Wester is yes. Motion is approved. Motion to adjourn.
Motion. Support.
Motion by Wester, supported by Terrell / Bergeron.
Let them have it.
All in favor?
Aye.
7:28. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.